Welcome to the Isabella Banks YouTube channel. I'm Wizzy, and as always, it's a pleasure to be here with you this evening. Now, we've been following this never ending saga of Prince Harry's visa case like it's the next season of Suits. And I got to tell you, it keeps getting messier and funnier, honestly, because when it comes to the Heritage Foundation and their obsession with Harry's documents, they're out here running a marathon on a treadmill, full speed, going nowhere. The rumor mill is spinning again. So, first things first, let's address the nonsense floating around. I have seen people screaming that the judge ordered the release of the documents, probably because of this Daily Mail headline that says exclusive DHS makes shock decision on Prince Harry's secret USA visa records that could reveal if he lied about drug use. And let me tell you, it's 100% false. But are we surprised? Nope. People out here are just making up plot twists like they're writing a Netflix thriller. But let's break down what actually happened, shall we? First, let's get one thing straight. Okay, let's do a little flashback detailing how we got here. Remember when I told you all about the court hearing where the Heritage Foundation was begging, pleading, practically sending edible arrangements to the judge to get Harry's visa documents released? They wanted the previous ruling, which blocked the release, overturned. So the judge, being a sensible man, was like, all right, DHS, send me the documents so I can see for myself what should and shouldn't be made public. Okay. And the DHS hit the judge with the ultimate, reverse card. They were like, yeah, so instead of giving you the actual documents, how about we just tell you what's in the documents? That way, we don't accidentally break the law. So imagine trying to return an item at a store, and instead of getting your money back, the cashier just describes what your refund would look like. Well, in this case, that's exactly what DHS did. So the judge read the DHS declarations and said, yeah, this makes sense. Case closed. Boom. Judgment ruled in favor of DHS blocking the release. But you just know the Heritage Foundation wasn't about to let this go, right? These folks are more persistent than spam emails. Honestly, they ran back to the court, especially when Trump became president. They ran back to the court crying that the judge's ruling was too broad and that he didn't consider whether at least some of the documents could be released in a redacted form. Talk about grasping at straws. So the judge thought about it and he said, you know what? You're right. So he tweaked the ruling. Yes, the documents can be released, but only after DHS determines what can be redacted. See, he agreed that the declarations submitted by the DHS in private, the transcripts from any hearings held in private, and any in camera hearings can be released, but only after DHS decides what parts should stay hidden. Now, imagine being the judge at this point. You are just trying to be fair, trying to give some middle ground, and then you realize wait a minute. How do I even achieve this without breaking the law? And my God, what kind of political pressure must the judge be under at this moment? You guys, most government officials in the US at the moment are literally afraid for their lives. And this is a judge which is doing something which directly contravenes what would be the wish of the president at the moment. Would you all agree? Let me know in the comment section, right? Anyway, so the judge goes back to DHS and he's like, hey guys, can we release any of these documents while still following the law? And DHS straight up says, sure, but we'll redact anything that the court already agreed we could withhold. Translation: we'll give you the papers, but it'll be like reading a CIA file, blacked out from top to bottom. At this point, the judge is probably sitting in his chambers like, why did I even open this can of worms? I should have found a way to avoid embarrassing myself and wasting my own time. Because what is this? What is the point of receiving a file with blacked out documents? Anyway, DHS has now officially filed their response confirming. Oh, before we continue, if this is your first time here, welcome! Please take a moment to hit the subscribe button. Give this video a thumbs up and leave your thoughts in the comment section. I would love to hear from you. If you have visited before but you haven't subscribed yet, let today be the day you decide to join our growing community and help us reach our goal of 10K subscribers. We are on a mission to reach 10K subs, and here's why. This milestone will enable us to support Prince Harry during his upcoming trial and the campaign for the Leveson inquiry, which is no doubt coming, especially after the 2026 case with the Daily Mail. Yeah, I anticipate that there is going to be a harder push for the Leveson inquiry, and we want to be able to support Prince Harry to push for this. Because whether anybody agrees or not, this Leveson 2 inquiry is Prince Harry's ultimate goal. He does want to see a reform of the press in the UK because ultimately it will impact press all over the world. The people, the players in the British media are the same players, majority players all over the world. Anyway, and ultimately, it will enable us to file our petition at the UN when the time comes. To my loyal supporters who have been with me from the start, thank you so much for sticking with me on this journey. Your encouragement gives me the breath that I need to keep going. Don't forget to hit the like button, please, and share your thoughts in the comment section. Let's make this happen together, okay? Thank you guys so much. All right, so where was I? DHS has now officially filed their response confirming yes, they will release the declarations that they made to the judge in private, but those declarations are going to be heavily redacted, protecting Prince Harry's visa information. They have agreed that they will submit those redacted documents by the 6th of March 2025. And no, they will not be unredacting any of the judge's documents explaining why Harry's visa documents can't be released because the memo itself includes protected information. So, in short, in summary, in brief, the Heritage Foundation still won't be getting the documents that they want. So at this point, the judge is out of options. He tried to compromise, but the DHS hit him with the, yeah, we'll release them, but not really. And now the Heritage Foundation is still no closer to getting those documents that they were a year ago. But you know what? We all know that they're not going to stop. They're too deep in the trenches now. It's given we've spent too much money on this nonsense to admit defeat. And let's be real, this case really isn't about transparency. This is about one thing and one thing only: weaponizing government institutions against Prince Harry for headlines and political points. But guess what? The law doesn't care about their little grudge. And at this rate, the only thing they're going to uncover is how much time and taxpayer money they've wasted. I'm sure that the government is just giving them the opportunity to explore all their various options. And if the Heritage Foundation is not careful, they are going to find themselves facing a lawsuit for wasting the court's time and the taxpayers' money. So, where do we go from here? I say the way it's looking, nowhere fast. DHS will submit their heavily redacted documents. The judge will review them and decide if anything more can be released. The Heritage Foundation will continue crying on Twitter. And at the end of the day, Prince Harry is somewhere minding his business, unbothered, and probably sipping a matcha latte. If you ask me, the situation is not much different from what was discussed in my last video. It's just that the formal documents granting the Heritage Foundation the part relief from judgment has been filed. And when the judge asked DHS to tell the court what documentation could be released publicly, DHS filed formal documentation confirming that they could release documents that the Heritage Foundation has requested. It's just that they're going to be completely redacted. There really is nowhere for the judge to go from here, which is probably the reason why Trump said he would not be getting involved in the case and made the rude comment about Meghan because he knew that he could not legally get the judge to overturn his position without breaking the law. I really hope this video clarifies the situation. Guys, please ignore the mainstream media's headlines in this matter. It's all lies as per usual. All right, guys, that's all I have for this evening. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you don't miss any of my updates. Thank you for tuning in, and until next time, this is Wheezy signing off. Peace.